A man in a motorized wheelchair rolls forward. The chair's tires glide along a carpet as he enters a dark room.
Lights on.
A microphone is attached to his chair and is poised in front of his mouth. The lights come on as he maneuvers up to a computer station.
It's time to start Curb Cuts.
Curb Cuts is produced by the Central Coast Assistive Technology Center, made possible by donations from Cal Poly CPTV and SLO Public Access, funded by grants from the Christopher Reeve Foundation, Go Forward, the San Luis Obispo County Community Foundation, For Good Forever, and the California Endowment, increasing access to healthcare for all Californians. Curb Cuts is also sponsored by Max Superstore. And now, Curb Cuts.
One of our hosts is sitting in the driver's seat of a van.
Welcome to another episode of Curb Cuts. I'm John Lee and he's Paul Mortola. We're both of the Central Coast Assistive Technology Center. And today's episode is focusing on vehicle modifications. Now, you may have heard of the show MTV's Pimp My Ride. We're doing a little different twist. You might call today's episode Gimp My Ride. And I can use the word gimp because I'm disabled myself, but just a little play on words there. And we'll be talking a lot about how to make vehicles accessible and adapted to individuals' needs.
We're here in San Luis Obispo today at Adaptive Driving Systems to kind of show a lot of the different ways that vehicles can be modified and that individuals with disabilities might be able to use vehicles. And then later in the show, we're going to introduce you to a very good friend of ours, Fernando Ramirez, who is a user of a vehicle that has been modified here at Adaptive Driving Systems. So thanks for coming.
So thanks for being on our show, Fernando. Tell us a little bit about yourself and give viewers a little bit of a background.
He starts signing.
Okay, my name is Fernando Ramirez. I live here in San Luis Obispo, and I'm paralyzed. I got the van in Santa Maria, and I got the information about driving from Adaptive Driving Systems. It took about 2 or 3 months, but I can drive wherever I want to go. Like I go to school, going to college, anywhere I want to go, I can. And one time I even drove to Las Vegas with my friend. That was a long trip, wow. But it's just given me so much independence, and it's really improved the quality of my life, and I'm really happy with it.
What other things would you like to do to trick out your van a little bit?
Well, I don't even know if I should tell you this, but it really matches my taste, you know, matches my personality. I'd like the... Before I had smaller lights on the top of the van, but my friend Jeff showed me that they make these bigger lights and they're stronger and they were so cool, so I said great, so we put those on the top. And then, you know, I've got the rims on the tires, and there's lights on the rims too.
We're here now with John Villa, one of the other owners of Adaptive Driving Systems. And John, I know you guys do more than just modify vans, so tell us what you can do with the PT Cruiser here.
In this case, it's an all-manual system. It is available as a power system, but this one was designed for a child or somebody of a smaller stature because we don't get a lot of room in this particular vehicle. But we open it up.
The door swings upward.
Kind of reminds us of Back to the Future a little bit. And then we have a manual ramp that comes down, which allows our wheelchair access. Well, what we do is we remove the shifter that's in the way right now for the transfer, and we provide an electronic shifter. So now we can move the seat back, do a straight across transfer, move the seat back forward, and drive from the regular driving position.
Technology has been a big impact on me and my life. Without technology, it would be hard to talk to other people.
Cassandra Province is a bright 20-year-old woman with cerebral palsy. Amongst other things, this condition limits the control she has over her muscles, including not being able to speak. Cassandra uses an eye gaze system to communicate with others. Cassandra is an experienced eye gaze user with very good control despite her uncontrollable movement.
Because I developed tremors, the eye gaze worked the best for me.
Here's how it works. A camera is mounted below the eye gaze monitor to track the movement of Cassandra's right eye. She's able to use her eye to quickly point and click on objects on the screen. To click on a letter or object, she focuses on the target for about half a second. It's important that she keeps her head still as possible so the camera can track her eye movement accurately. The eye gaze system has an on-screen keyboard for communication that allows her to type what she wants to say and have it spoken out loud by a built-in speech synthesizer.
I have been using the eye gaze for 10 years.
She can type many lines or paragraphs and save them to be spoken later. This system also allows her to program several pages of frequently used phrases that she can click on and quickly have spoken. Cassandra primarily uses the communication system to talk with her family while at home and with her coworkers at the regional center where she volunteers.
A woman is with Cassandra.
Cassandra plugs her eye gaze system into her home computer and it acts as her keyboard and mouse.
My eye gaze allows me to use the computer like a regular person.
Just as you would expect, she is able to surf the internet, email her friends, download music, and play internet games.
I like writing poetry, hanging out with my friends. I like to play games on Pogo and go out.